Good morning, Periscopers. Let's flip. Hello, and I am gonna wait for a couple minutes for people to log in. Good morning. Oh, Dave, man, this is like a morning ritual. I kind of like this, and I'm really tired. Sorry I'm late because we just got back in town. But we are going to be talking a little bit about our ultimate multiple card reader downloading thingamajig beast of a thing. And just for you, my daily dose of DQ. Sorry for the background. Yay! Thank you guys. A couple of things to note. I filled up all our hard drive space. That Indian wedding, wow, it was crazy. But buy more hard drives. That's what I need to do today. I'm going to go buy some more hard drives. So currently, as you can see, I am downloading photos, and anybody who knows me knows I'm using the Ford Mechanic. And if you can see right over here, we are ingesting 5 SD cards at the same time right now, which is really cool. Hey, I know you? Oh, great. I don't know who you are, but that's pretty cool. I'd like to know you. Anyways, so take a look here. I've got one SD card in my MacBook Pro, but yo, Jan, good to see you here. Yo, Joe. Oh man, this is awesome. We had a bunch of weird people on yesterday, who were like totally spamming us. So this is so nice to be amongst friends. I like friends. And so this is like, we should just have like coffee in the morning together. Right now, I am actually drinking Pu-Erh with ginger tea because I have my quota of coffee already. Oh, thanks for the hearts. That must be my wife. I know. But you guys can give me hearts too. Just double tap the screen and I will love you a long time. Okay. Now, back to the issue at hand. So we shot a lot of cards. Can you see all those cards? And the first thing I suggest, and I'm not going to show you because it's got my address on it, so real fast there. But we label every single card, and so this one is labeled Q64C-80 megabytes per second. So I know that it went into Quinn's camera, and if there's any issues on the card, I'll know right away what happens with which card has gone bad or which one didn't finish downloading or whatever. Now, the other thing is that I have a reward when found, or no, reward when returned to, and then our email, phone number, blah, blah, blah. So if anybody finds one of these suckers, then they'll know where to bring it back to, and I will give them money to get these cards back, right? I will give them money. Now, I got a couple of things to note here, and last time I did a blog post on this memory card transfer stuff, we were still on a USB 2 computer, very old MacBook Airs and all that jazz. And since then, we've upgraded to MacBook Pro 15-inch with Thunderbolt and USB 3. So what we've done is upgraded the whole system. And some of the caveats was just make sure if you try some of this stuff out, you might have got a bad copy like we did. So Anchor, the hub that we had initially was bad. It was like, it was so slow. It was slower than USB 2, even though it was a USB 3 hub. But Anchor has an 18-month warranty, so they were really good about replacing it for us. So that made me very happy. And they gave us this new one, which is the one that I recommend. So take a look down here. Oh, hello, Jesus. Little plastic Jesus. Let's move Jesus over here. He won't mind. Not for now, anyways. And I've got to be very gentle because it is literally currently downloading all this stuff. But here is the Anchor 4-port hub that we are currently using. And it's a really simple one and it's pretty ubiquitous. But their previous generation sucked donkeys because it would be so slow. It'd be like you could watch paint dry a lot faster. In fact, you could paint and dry several times before it finished downloading. It would never finish. And the one card readers that we use, we now switch to SD cards. If you do SD cards, these Transcends are awesome. They are cheap. And I did try the Anchor ones, and I've got a whole bunch over here just to prove it to you. I'm a gear junkie, right? So we have the Anchor ones here, but don't get these. Why, Dave? One, they're kind of fat. They're just fat for no reason. And if I'm going to be fat, there's got to be a reason, right? I got to enjoy my food. Now, these Transcends have a blinky light. And that blinky light tells me that the card is being accessed, all right? Now the Anchor, their light, it just turns on. when it has power. And so you can't tell when the Anker is done downloading, which I think is kind of silly. So I don't need to know when the power is because I see it on my screen when the SD card is in there. I want to know when it's being accessed. And so when it's done transferring, I can swap it for the next card. So that's what I do. Another big note though, this system here, unlike my USB 2 system, they are not hot swappable. You do not want to take cards out of here. Yeah, so do not do that because I have corrupted the other downloads. Like, it doesn't corrupt the card, it says it doesn't, but what it'll do is it'll dislodge potentially other SD cards. So wait for all 4 to download before you change cards in here. All right, just a little tip there. Now the other thing is, if you use Compact Flash, if you are a Canon shooter, I apologize, but no, I'm kidding. Only kind of. But this is the one that I recommend. The brand is called Pixel Flash, and it's a USB 3 compact flash card, and they call it no bent pins. I don't know why, but truly we still haven't bent a pin. Look at that. Look at that. Now, they have a new version out because this is a really weird format, and if you had a USB hub that had USB plugs side by side, because they're so fat, I mean fat, there's an issue here with weight, then they wouldn't really fit side by side. So they made a new one which has a little 1-inch cable attached to the end, so you can plug them into pretty much any USB hub. But that's the cool thing about this Anker hub. Because of the way it's shaped and it's all vertical, you could plug 4 of these Pixel Flash units in here as well and save 4 compact flash cards at the same time. Cool. Now, the other thing is, take a look at this. Oh, and I don't have a link to this. It is in our Periscope somewhere, but this is a dual hard drive dock. And in Phone Mechanic, I'm downloading to both at one time. So I have a backup copy already done for me when I am done. And I always look at them again in Phone Mechanic just in case to make sure that they're all ready to go. And the other last piece of the puzzle is when we're on the road, we do back up onto these little hard drives, and these are the Western Digital. But if you have the Mula, and if you are maybe a little bit careless or want to be super careful, I would highly recommend the LaCie Thunderbolt 2 2 terabyte rugged hard drive. Now the problem is you're paying premium, okay? Because those are about $250 US for a 2 terabyte hard drive, whereas these are like under $100, I think, for 2 terabytes. But this is only USB 3 and they're not ruggedized, all right? And like we talked about in a previous episode of the Periscope, even after you've ejected from the computer, I do recommend to treat these with a lot of care like they are eggs. Because if you feel them, even after you eject from your Finder window, they'll still be spinning. And so what I do is I hold them down and I very gently unplug, and then I wait another 5 seconds until it finishes spinning down. And then I can move it. Because we have had multiple hard drives fail on us. And so, yo, Kane, good to see you here. Good morning. And so do recommend that you do treat these with care, even if they are travel worthy. And even the LaCie, if you choose to get that one, make sure that when you're unplugging it, after you've ejected it, that you do wait for it to spin down before you move it away. That's about all. I think that's about it. It's pretty simple. Wait. Let's just go back to Jesus for a second here. All right, I need to get something. So we do have links. I have updated everything right here. Oh, can you read that? I don't know if you can read that. Oh, yeah. It's at bit.ly and /DQ Periscope. And that's it. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. And I think I'll do that video on our travel tripod that I found. So hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow.